Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, man.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. It's a draw. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking to throw, it's Payne. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, some short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play, because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels...
Oh, they knock it free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only did they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Short fields. Full offense is just what they want here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Payne. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Kelly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Badgers are threatening in the red zone.
Well, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Wisconsin 3, Ohio State 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Badgers line it up with a first and goal. To throw, it's Payne. Getting some heat. Got his man down the middle. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now it's second and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big one. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. The gift to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Payne. Steps away to find some room. They're setting up the screen. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down there and score a touchdown.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Payne. He looks that one in nicely. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. New set of downs after that completion. And the pass hits, picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Excellent field position here for the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Dropping back, it's Payne. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback is being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll pull it down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
19, Ohio State, 9.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, then.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Payne. Finds his target down the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Kelly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your number one priority.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The give to the tailback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Split backs here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Kelly. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. In the red area, it's Kelly. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.